Greetings and good day. I hope you're doing great. I'm here with you for the daily analysis of the GBPUSD currency pair on February 13th. We're looking at this currency pair on the daily time frame. Here we can see that last week, after the price reacted to the daily BPR zone, it dropped down and filled the 1.3509 daily FG area, and from this zone, we saw a reversal to the upside. At the start of this week, with the weakness of the dollar and the strengthening of the British pound, we saw a strong upward move. However, as the week progressed, the pound also lost strength, and since then, we've seen a decline of a little more than 0.5% from this price. Meanwhile, over the past 2 days, we've had some very important news for the US dollar, which, after being released much better than forecasted, led to an increase in the dollar's strength. Furthermore, it's important to note that after the release of this news, the overall strength of the dollar increased slightly, and as we can see, over the past 2 days, it has been the strongest currency in the market. However, alongside these points, we can see that the overall trend for the dollar is not good, and due to the instability in the U.S. government and the statements made by U.S. officials, especially Mr. Trump, traders still can't fully trust this asset. As a result, we can observe that even after such positive news is released, the dollar tends to pull back after its sudden upward movement. Even with the unemployment rate dropping to 4.3%, the dollar was unable to maintain its position at the peak. One additional and significant reason why this highly encouraging and positive economic news couldn't lead to a substantially more robust and stronger US dollar is the persistent presence of strategic sellers, who immediately trigger a massive and overwhelming wave of selling whenever the dollar's price begins to rise. But alongside the factors weakening the dollar, we should also mention that the UK is facing a weak economy, which is pushing its central bank toward 2 rounds of interest rate cuts by summer. And as we've seen in recent news, the British pound also isn't showing much strength. By examining the relative strength of the pound, we can also see that it has almost the same strength as the dollar, and today, we didn't witness any major moves either. On the 4-hour time frame, we can see that after the news was released, the price reacted to its previous high at 1.3699 and moved downward. We are currently analyzing the 1-hour time frame. After reacting to the 1-hour order block, the price started its downward movement, and with the reaction it had in the 1-hour FVG area at the price of 1.3669, we can see that there is still active supply present. At the same time, the recent lows formed by the price have not been decisively broken yet, which indicates that there is currently no strong bearish momentum. In the last few candles, we can see that the liquidity of the recent lows at the price of 1.3604 was taken out, and an upward movement has started. Now, moving forward, if we see a breakout of this FG to the upside, we can expect the structure to temporarily shift to a bullish state, while losing the recent low will activate the bearish scenario. Wishing you success and profitable trades!